So go to your Play Store or App Store. I already have it on my iPhone, so I'm not downloading it there. I already have some records there. But on your Play Store, once you download the Money Manager Expense and Budget app, so if you open it, you should see something like this. This is a blank sheet. I've not added anything else. If you click on the top right, it gives you a brief summary of your monthly flow, your income and your expenses. Then it gives you a total on how you want it to be. Yes, so you see a total by the right. Then you can also do a lot more. Currently, it's in dollars. You can change it to Naira if you want. You just go to your configuration settings and you can choose your currency. You see, my main currency is in USD. So I can change this by clicking change. I look for the Naira sign and there we go, Nigerian Naira. Main currency, data retention, everything. Just leave it at yes. So I've changed my main currency to Naira. It's reloading my app. If I go back, I can find everything now is in Naira. So this is how it works. You have a daily calendar. A daily calendar is it shows you what happens, like your daily income or expense. It shows you everything that you do each day. Then this is your calendar. You can click on a particular date if you want to add a record. So that's how it works. But daily shows you like today. If I click on plus, I can add the record for today. All these ones are so I'll just explain how they work. But let me go back. So you have monthly. This is like a monthly tracker. Shows you your income expenses per month. The blue is your income, whereas the red is your expenditure. Then you see your total, everything that you spend. Then your notes. You can sort something by your notes. I'll teach you how to use notes so that if you want to find your expenses, you can do that. Remember, I told you that you should categorize your income and your expenses. So this is basically a transaction, how to track your transaction. If you click on stats, it shows you your statistics, income, expenses. You see monthly, you can change it to weekly, monthly, annually, or you can choose a specific period, right? You can choose a specific period and do that. But let me leave it at monthly because monthly is ideal. Then we have accounts. It just shows you the other accounts that you have. If you have a cash account, you have card account, you can put money in your card such that when you are imputing your expenses, you can say, okay, this expenses was made from card. So stuff like that. Then with more, that's where you can find other things. If you want to back up so that you can also link it up with another phone or another device, you can do all that here. I would not talk about those ones now. So let's see how to enter a transaction. Quickly, if you click on the plus icon, you can see this that you have, it's showing you today's date at the top. Then you can enter the amount that you want. Let's say I'm spending 80,000 naira. I need to choose the category. These are the other categories that are here: food, social life, that, transport. But if you want to add another category, let's say like you're a Christian, you want to add your tithes. So you can come here, choose a category, and you write tithes. You save. Now you see tithes has been added. So I can also add an icon to it. If I want to choose an icon, let me do something like this. So you see now, it now has tithes. If I want to adjust it, I can move it up or down, however I want it to be. So you can do that. You can do that for tithes. You do the same for offering. Okay, so you can see it has, you can also add subcategories. Social life, you see friend, fellowship, alumni, dues. You remember the things that I told you, particularly for, let's say, personal upkeep, where you have clothes, all that. You can do that if you want to add subcategories. Yeah. So this is how this works. If I go back, then I can enter. Let me say I want to add tithes. So I can enter tithes. Then you enter the account. The account is where you're getting it from. Is it cash? Is it in cash? Let's say somebody paid you in cash. You can do that. Or if you do cash back, I'll show you how to also enter something like that. Then, so let's say it's tight and I'm doing a transfer. So I can say I made this from my account. I transferred 80,000 naira in cash. Note. I can add a note. Let's say this is from something I got from business, right? So I can write business, like I got a payment from business. Then I can write a description, 800,000 naira from web design. So stuff like this. This is how it works. If I click on this now, watch, I now have an entry for tithes. But you know, before you have expenditures, you must have income. So same thing goes. This is the expense. You can click on income to enter the amount. So that amount, I can write it 800,000 naira. Category, I can add my category. The category I want is business. So I can choose business. I can also add a subcategory. Yes. So my business is the category. We can adjust it. Let me see. Okay. So you can also add subcategories. Let me see how to add a subcategory. Let me just add one. Let's say web design. This is a subcategory. Web design. Now click the top. It becomes a subcategory. So I'm putting it under business. So I've added that under business. So I can go back, business. Okay, it's not functioning correctly yet, but I will check it out and do that. So you can add a business, you add your account. Let's say this is, you came into the bank account, or you can write it as bank if you want. I prefer using bank, or you could just change that. If you want, you can do account or you can do bank, however you want. So you see other aspects. You see card, overdraft, investment, like I said earlier. So those ones can work, but just leave that. Then description. No. So let's say web design. Then you have description. Let's say ngtitles.com. Let me just do it as that. Something like this, ngtitles.com. So you see, I've entered an income expense. I've entered an income account and an expense account. So if I go back to my, you see this now, 800,000, 80,000 expense. Then you see the total by the top right. This is everything I was trying to explain earlier. You can use this to check your previous months. But now let's go back to December. You see how it is 2nd of December. So you do this for each day. If you come to the calendar, you can see this. If I click on the calendar, you see how it is. You can just view each of that. Then monthly, you're seeing the monthly track. Also see your total tracker. Then notes. You can see that here. Then your stats downwards. You see what it is. My expenses. You see it's 100% of my expenses have gone to tithes. Now let me go back and add an expense. Let's say I add an expense to, let's say, transportation. I'm spending, let's say spent 3,000 naira on transportation, taxi, car, bus, whatever you want to do, right? So you can edit this later, the category and subcategories. So then account, cash, notes. I'm putting a note now. Okay, church. I spent transportation to church. Description could be Bolt or anything. If you enter Bolt, what do you think? Just save. Now watch this. You see my transactions. I'm having more red. If I come back to statistics, you see more now. It's no longer 100% going to transportation, going to tithes. You see 3.6%. That's how you do every single income you enter automatically arranges itself. That's why I want us to use this so that you can know where your money is going to at the end of every month and every day. So you need to use this. If you have any further questions, do well to ask and we will address it together.